What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Apocalypse Movies. I'm Jacob Bartley, and this is my review for Ghost in the Shell, the Scarlett Johansson action film based on the popular anime graphic novel and movie from about a couple decades ago. So I have no backstory on this source material. I've never read the graphic novel. I've never read or I've never seen the movie. So I had no context going into this. I'm just a huge fan of Scarlett Johansson, and I thought the movie looked really cool. Now, if you've been paying attention to the buzz about this movie, it's not getting great reviews. It's getting less than mediocre reviews, and I try to go into movies very optimistic. Like, even if I hear bad reviews, I go in, maybe I'll like it, because there's been so many movies that the critics generally don't like, and I end up loving them. So I had really high hopes for this movie. But I will say, after watching it, I joked with my friends, it's pretty much all shell, no ghost, meaning it's all visuals and it has no heart and soul for a movie. There are some things that I really enjoyed about it. Visually, it looked amazing. The visuals are a positive and a negative for me. Mostly a positive because it looked really cool, and it's a place that I would want to hang out in, like in a VR experience or something. But at the same time, it looked kind of like a cartoon, but a really cool cartoon. It didn't feel like live action. It felt like a cartoon, but that kind of worked for me. I really loved the visuals. Scarlett Johansson's presence and her as an action star works. It always has worked for me ever since Black Widow, and even in Lucy, her action part is good, even though that movie wasn't great. So her presence on screen is still there, but unfortunately, the acting overall didn't work for all the characters, but I'll get to that in a second. And there was some really cool action. Like, when she actually is kicking butt, it's great. And then the end action scene is awesome. Like, the thing that she has to fight at the end was pretty damn cool. And I was like, oh, wow, that was awesome. And the movie does pick up in the second half. Like, I'm watching it through the first half, and that's where most of my negatives are. And then the last 45 minutes, the movie starts picking up, and I'm really interested, and it kind of ends like, wait a minute, this was just starting to get interesting. I would have loved to see the story continue from there, but I don't think we're going to get a sequel, and I don't think I would actually want a sequel, because this movie was kind of boring, for lack of a better way of explaining it. The dialogue was horrible. The dialogue was so cheesy, and it's so in your face trying to explain everything. Like, it's okay to try to let audiences figure things out on their own. I kind of hate when movies or people who write the dialogue feel like, oh, we need to explain every single little thing, like put it right out there, serve it to you on a plate. This movie did that quite a few times, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is horrible. And some of the dialogue is so cheesy, and it was very flat. Speaking of flat, the acting all around was so flat. Like, even Scarlett Johansson was flat, and I don't think that's her fault. I think she was getting asked to do that because she's kind of a robot, so they're going to talk very monotone. But there's human characters and robot characters, and every single character was talking in monotone. Every single character was flat, had no expression in their voice. Her partner was kind of funny at times, but even him, he was like the most lively character, and even he was flat most of the movie. So you can't enjoy a film when all the characters are so dull, and it was just very boring in that sense. So I think that's the movie's biggest failure is the performances, and I don't blame the actors. I blame the director. So that was my watching the movie. I'm just like, I'm not interested in these characters or what they're doing because they're so dull and boring. And another thing is, like, I've heard the original graphic novel and the movie focus on this big theme, and it gets very deep, and the movie tried to go there, but they kind of generalized it and simplified it, probably for American audiences, and I felt I knew what they were going for, and I liked what the theme was, but they didn't execute it very well. So overall, I was very disappointed with this movie. Certain elements that I liked, I probably wouldn't go watch it again. If you're asking me to go see it, I probably am not going to recommend it unless you're going to go on a $6 Tuesday and you just want to see, a visually stunning movie. That's cool, but if you're looking for a good movie, you're not going to get it with this one, at least from my opinion. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Ghost in the Shell a 5 out of 10. It's not the worst movie I've seen all year, but it's not even close to good. Alright, well that's going to do it for my review of Ghost in the Shell. Let us know what you thought of the movie in the comment section, or let us know if you're looking forward to it. You can find me, Jacob Bartley, on this YouTube channel. Please subscribe, hit that like button, all that good stuff. Thanks again for listening. Until next time, take care.